When you open up your resume, you'll find that it's filled out with dummy information, so you need to change that information to your own particular information and details. You can start at the top with your name here. Simply double click to highlight the name and then start typing your name, for example. And if you want your name to be in capital letters, you can just double click the name there and then click on the formatting options here and select uppercase. And the same with the job title. You just start typing in the job title that's relevant to you. And again, if you want it to be in all uppercase, just double click to highlight it. And then in the formatting options, select uppercase. And then you'd go on to input your own contact phone number, email address, state, country, LinkedIn ID. It's up to you how much or how little you provide in terms of contact details in this section of the resume. Now, when it comes to editing the body of the resume, let's start here, for example, in the professional summary section. You can highlight the information that's already there, and then you can simply start typing. Or if you already just want to paste information that you already have, just going to press Ctrl Z to undo those changes. And then I'm just going to get some pre-prepared information here. I'm going to Ctrl C to copy that information, and then back in the resume I'm going to highlight the dummy information there, and I'm going to Ctrl V to paste the new information. So that's obviously a quick and easy way to edit that section. And you can of course edit the sections throughout the resume like that by simply pasting in any information you already have rather than typing it out. Moving down to the bullet section here under the work experience section, again you can highlight a bullet point and then you can just start typing if you want to do that. Again, if you just want to paste prepared information that you already have, then of course you can do that as well. So I'm going to Ctrl Z to undo that. I'm going to get the prepared information I already have, Ctrl C, and then back here in the resume I'm going to highlight the bullet point and Ctrl V to paste. And you'll notice that it did merge two bullet points together. That's okay, it's quick and easy to resolve. Just place your cursor at the start of the bullet point that should not have been merged together. Just place your cursor there at the start and press the enter or return key to make that a separate bullet point again. And then in terms of changing the information here, you can just highlight that information and you can just start typing. And you can just edit all of the bullet points in the way that I have just demonstrated. How to edit the header section on the resume. Now the header section appears on the 2-page version of the resume. You won't find it on the 1-page version. It only appears on the 2-page version of the resume. And the header section appears on page 2 of the 2-page resume. So let's scroll down to page 2. And here you can see this section here, which looks slightly grayed out. This is the header section. So how do you change this section and input your own name? It's quick and easy. So firstly, just double click in this area. And now you see that the header section is now been activated and enabled. And you can see that the header and footer menu here is activated and enabled. And then you can just simply highlight the name there and just type in your own name. And once you're done, just click the close header and footer button up there. And now you can see that's been saved. Now let's go down to the bottom of page 2 and let's add another page. So let's just select hit the enter key, and you can see that on the new page that has been added, the header section is there with your updated name. All of these section titles are easy to edit. You can just simply type in anything that you want, just highlight it and start typing. Let's say you want to call this section career summary. Just highlight it, start typing. Let's say you wanted to call this section education only. You could just highlight the and certifications part and simply delete it, or maybe you want to call it education and qualifications. Then you can just simply type in whatever you want. Now, in terms of adding more items to a particular section, the easiest way to do that is to simply copy and paste an existing item and then to edit that particular item. So let's say in work experience, you want to add the details of another job. The easiest way to do that is to simply copy one of the items there already. So highlight it, Control C to copy, and then add the space that you want, and then Control V to paste, and then just start editing this particular item. And that applies to the different sections throughout the resume. So if you wanted to add another item here under education and certifications, simply highlight one item, Control C to copy, and then Control V to paste, and then you would just edit that item as normal. And same here with the professional development section. If you wanted to add another item in this section, you could just highlight one of the existing items, Control C to copy, add the line space, and then Control V to paste, and then just start editing the particular item. How to add a new section to the resume. Now let's say you want to add a new section to the resume. Maybe you want to add a section called interests where you can enter in your interests. So that's very easy. So I'm first going to position the cursor where I want the new section to be, and now I'm simply going to type interests. So I'm going to activate the caps lock, and I'm just going to type interests, and now I'm going to deactivate the caps lock. And because I want this section title to have the same formatting as all the other section titles here, I am going to double click on this section title. I want to copy the formatting of this section title. So I will, whilst it's highlighted and selected, I'm going to click the Format Painter button here. And then I'm going to go down to the interest section title and just highlight it. And now I have copied over the formatting from these section titles here. Now regarding the grey bar here, this is a shape bar. So when you click on the grey bar, you can see the shape menus and formatting appear here, and you can see the shape format menu appear up here. So it's selected. I'm going to Control C to copy that bar, and then I'm going to place the cursor at the start of the section title here, and then I'm going to do Control V to copy. Okay, and as you can see, it is not aligned in the center. You can see the grey bar is not aligned in the center here. So I'm going to click on the shape format menu, and then I'm going to click on the align button here, and I'm going to select align center. And you can see it's now aligned center. So that is how you create the new section title. And now you could simply start typing what your interests are. So that's how you create a new section. And if you do ever want to change the placement of the grey bar, you can use the up and down arrows on your keypad to change where it is up or down, as you can see. How to use the Format Painter. The Format Painter allows you to copy the formatting from one part of a Word document to another part of a Word document. So let's do an example. It's very quick and easy. Let's say you want to paste in some information from a different document that you have. So let's say you want to paste in this information. I'm going to highlight it, Control C to copy. And I want it to be pasted over this bullet point here. So I highlight that and then Control V to paste. And as you can see, the formatting is completely off. It's not the same format as the other bullet points here. Quick and easy to fix. Just highlight an item which has the formatting that you want to copy. So I'm highlighting this item here. And then I click on the Format Painter here. And then just highlight the area of the document where you want to paste that formatting. And there you go. The formatting has been completely copied over, and now all of the formatting is the same and consistent. So that's how you use the Format Painter. Very quick and easy.